Click here to subscribe our channel and do not forget to press the bell icon to get regular updates of our videos. Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you. So I am back with another video on Sociology optional subject for UPSC CSE mains examination. In this video we are going to cover the Green Revolution and social changes under the rural and agrarian transformation in India. So friend, please do this triage, share as much as possible so that more and more people will get benefited. Comment and like the video and ask any doubt if you have. And now you can also follow us on every page, that is facebook.com/Unorthodox Academy. So friend, as you know that we are covering slot 4, that is work, economic life, agriculture and industry, and paper 1 we have already finished topic 6, that is works and economic life, and paper 2 we are presently continuing with rural and agrarian transformation in India. So the first topic is already covered, and in this video we are going to cover the Green Revolution and the social changes. So first we understand the term Green Revolution. So the term Green Revolution was initially used by the American agriculture scientist Norman Borlaug, who signified the increase in agriculture productions through the introduction of modern techniques in India. So initially the new technology was tried in 1960 to 61 as a pilot project in 7 districts and was called Intensive Agriculture District Program, that is IADP, and later the High Yield Varieties Programs, that is HYVP, was added to the IADP, and the strategy was extended to cover the entire country, and this has been called the Green Revolution in India. Then the Green Revolution is one of the programs which aims at transformation of rural economy and thereby social setting of the people to be in tune with the encouraging trends of society. And since the mid 1960s, the traditional agriculture practice was gradually being replaced by the modern technology, and farm practice in India, a veritable, or we can say real revolution, is taking place in India. The major achievements of the Green Revolution is the boost in the productions of major cereals with wheat and rice. The productions of rice increased from 35 million tons in 1960 to 61 to 92.8 million tons in 2006 and 7. The yield per hectare has also recorded an improvement from 1010 kg in 1960 to 61 to nearly 2000 kg in 2004 and 5. The production of wheat at 11 million tons in 1960 to 61 rose to 75.53 million tons in 2006 and 7, and the yield per hectare rose from 850 kg to 2600 kg, signifying an increase of nearly 200% in the last 46 years. So while the maize has made impressive progress, other coarse cereals and the pulse have not recorded any growth, and they have registered considerable decline during this period. So the Green Revolution did not cover pulses. The output of pulses fluctuated violently from year to year till it declined to an all-time low 8 million tons in 1979 to 80, and even now the production of pulses is stable around 13.7 million tons, or we can say 15.15 metric ton in 2006 and 7. Neither did the Green Revolutions cover barley, ragi and minor millets, which are accounted for around 5 million tons in 2006 as in 1961. So thus the Green Revolution was confined only to high yield variety cereals, mainly wheat and maize and jawar, while the rice output increased relatively at slower rate. So now we see the social complications of the Green Revolutions. So as the Green Revolution went apace in wheat growing areas, some sociological implications have come to the forefront. The first, the necessary inputs are beyond the reach of small farmers. Only farmers with 10 acres or more of land are able to exploit the situations, and this is clearly revealed by the fact that sub-regions with relatively high landholdings such as Punjab, Haryana and Western UP have done better than others such as Bihar, where small farmers preponderate. It has come as a revelation that rural poverty has become deeper and has more wider ramifications than thought earlier. So the second is owing to the more intensive farming, the demand of labor has not fallen, but the nature of demand, however, has changed. Laborers with the better experience and superior skill are preferred. This has snapped the old ties between the landowners and their laborers. Transient or seasonal labor has become more important than ever before in the economic life of the affected villages. Besides, there is a resentment and unrest among local workers against both landowners and the seasonal workers. This has escalated tension between owner and local laborers and also threat to imported laborers. So now we see the negative impact of green revolutions. So basically, as it was introduced in some states of India, it raises the question of imbalanced development among the other states, which is considered as a cause of Naxalite movement and violent movements in northeastern part of the country. Then the technology changes in agriculture had made adverse effect on the distributions of income in rural areas. From his study of technological changes and distribution of gains in India, C.H. Hanumantarao concluded technological changes have contributed to widening the disparities in income between different regions, between small and large farmers, and between landowners on the one hand and landless laborers and the tenants on the other. In absolute terms, however, the gains from technological changes have been shared by the rise in the real wages and employment and in incomes of small farmers in regions experiencing technological changes. Then the green revolutions benefited the bourgeois or rich farmers who had the land, and A.R. Desai called it as bourgeois revolutions, which increased the gap between rich and poor. Then the rich farmers in Punjab and Haryana and in some pockets of western UP have been spending portions of their gains due to revolutions on conspicuous consumptions, which involves the display of wealth, which has further created a sense of relative deprivation among those who do not have, which reflects in economic crimes and other forms of caste and community tensions. Then, due to economic betterment, the accessibility towards the technology has led to its misuse like sonography, abortion, sex determinations, along with protecting and promoting evil customs like dowry, khap panchayat, caste conflicts, and lowering of status of women, drug abuse, alcoholism, and etc. So now we see the positive outcome of the green revolutions or the positive impact of green revolutions. The first is that the economic progress in these areas has led to the emergence of middle class who are known as progressive farmers in sociology, or we can say it led to the conversion of caste into the class. Pawan Verma said that it is the first middle class in rural India who are educated, aware of technology and market dynamics, and had introduced many changes in their respective societies. Then the areas, due to their economic upliftment, later realized the significance of education and provided higher educations like engineering, doctoring, MBA, especially to their sons, which can be seen as modernizations of the rural class. Then in these areas, due to economic due to the economic progress, the lifestyle of this area has considerably changed in terms of accessibility to the luxury like motorbike, cars, TV refrigerators, smartphones, and etc. So now we see the conclusion. So M.S. Swaminathan, the pioneer of green revolutions, commented on its outcome by saying that we initiated green revolutions, but peasants converted it into a grid revolutions because of excessive use of fertilizers, water, pesticides have not only created environmental problems but also the crisis on sustainable development. So analyzing the green revolutions, we find that it has been stunted by the variety of forces. Technological changes without institutional reforms has been found to be the worsen the socio-economic inequalities and foster tensions. It has been found that the traditional ethos and skills of agriculture communities such as Jats of North India are an important input for realizing the potential of new agriculture, while other farming groups cannot easily drawn into radical developments. So the spread of green revolution has not failed, but it has not really begun in full sense, and the task is to broaden the technological breakthrough wherever possible and to translate it into socio-economic revolutions. And A.R. Desai also said that only some communities were beneficiary who took the advantage of the revolution and imposed their supremacy on their communities, which was the reason of social or basically the caste tension and social disharmony. Though it cannot be denied that the country became self-sufficient in food grains and it also changed the socio-economic structure of the society, but its socio-cultural consequences are more negative than positive. So thank you guys for listening and watching this video. Thank you.